Wayne brought me here today too. So anyway, hopefully this doesn't come off wrong. I think it's funny, and hopefully it'll be received that way. But I've been listening to Louise Hay since the 80s, and Wayne, and then through them I found you. And I was so upset with myself that I never went to see them physically, live. And now I don't have that opportunity, although they're with me all the time, and I know that. So I was telling my friend that I came with that I was upset about that. And I said, I need to go see Abraham, but the part about taking care of you is still a work in progress.
You can't come here without finding them.
Right. But I didn't want to miss out on seeing Esther in the physical form.
Yeah, she's getting ready to croak.
That's the part I didn't want to come off wrong.
These teachers are fading like flies, you know.
So really, for that, I just want to thank you. My question sort of is, I have a partner who I believe could teach a master class on taking care of yourself and self-reliance. And part of her taking care of herself is me taking care of her over me, and then I get mad and resentful. And so I kind of want some...
The way she takes care of herself is by enlisting you?
Yeah.
It's co-creation at its best,
right?
Wouldn't you say?
Right. And I would love, and so then I kind of like start thinking about the terms partner and relationship and team, and it's like, apparently I never learned that part as well as she did, and so I would love some tips on staying in alignment in that situation, rather than, I'm just not the kind that wants to bail on something. And so there's a lot of love there, and I'm learning. I love some of the tips about just find something that you love and just keep focusing on that.
Well, the most significant thing that we want to say to you is that no one is ever of very much help to someone when they do it out of obligation or responsibility. So you could give this person a break and just cut them loose.
Oh. Okay.
Well, it's certain, because we're in agreement.
The voice from beyond.
What we mean by that is, so often people do whatever it is they're doing out of service rather than out of joy, out of responsibility rather than out of inspiration. And so we think a really good way to sort things out is to ask yourself, now that we've talked about how when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want, let's say it better. When life causes you to focus somewhere where you feel some strong negative emotion, we are saying in this analogy that it's activating this end of the stick. And then we are saying, but you can't just activate one end of a stick. You're activating two ends of a stick. So when you really, 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 really don't want something, what you really, really, really do want is activated too. That's how your inner being is able to know what it is that you want. That's how the law of attraction, when that wanted into the stick is activated and your inner being gives attention to it, that's what the evolution of the vortex is. That's how you evolve as a being. It's also how your emotional basis is created. And so if you just recognize that, oh, these are such wonderful times in that this vortex end of the stick is more robust and more active than it has ever been before. There is so much asking and so much non-physical that is focused upon it. And so enormous benefit from the contrast that you all are living. So then here you are deciding that you want to be in alignment with who you really are. So you focus and notice, because words don't teach. You notice what thought lifts you and what thought deflates you, what thought feeds you and what thought depletes you. You begin to pay attention now that you're understanding the validity of the law of attraction and the validity of your guidance system. So then, as you have evolved to this desire, what gets your goat, what yanks your chain, what makes you mad, what upsets you the most. It's not what others are asking of you. It's your inspiration maybe because of them, or their influence maybe because of them, that causes you to split your energy. It's only split energy that is ever uncomfortable to you. And you have complete control over that. It feels like it's about what others are doing, but it never is about what others are doing. It's about you being called by either your vortex or by them to focus somewhere that doesn't match the other. Your inner being, let's start at another place. The only thing, the only place, the only experience, these are all strange words, thing and place are not accurate really, but the only whatever it is that gives you satisfaction is having a desire and moving in the direction of it. We're all good with that. The only place that satisfaction comes from, the only way you can be satisfied is if you have a desire and you're moving toward that desire. And dissatisfaction is the opposite. Dissatisfaction is moving in opposition to it. These are all just laws of the universe. So now I want to insert something here that'll be really, really helpful to you, to all of you. Whenever you feel negative emotion, it's about you and your vortex. Seems like it's about whatever it is that's happening in the moment that was there at the same time of your negative emotion. But it isn't about that. It's about you splitting your energy. It's about you losing your footing of who you really are. So if satisfaction comes from having an intention and moving in the direction of it, and dissatisfaction comes from moving in opposition to that intention, really what does anybody else have to do with it? Nobody else.
I love the losing my footing thing.
Nobody else has anything to do with it. It's between you and you. So this goes back to what we were talking about earlier, about assigning dependency or responsibility to other people. Responsibility is almost on that end of the stick. But this is what we're leading up to. We've been rambling, we know, but this is what we're leading up to. All those others that you care about, or that you're mad at, or that annoy you, or that fulfill you, all of them, you have put them into your vortex. So when it sounds like we're telling you, just take care of yourself, it's bigger than that. Because all of those that you care about, you have put into your vortex. Not clear? So your kids, it's easy to understand how they'd be in your vortex. Even strangers are in your vortex. The inhabitants of the world are in your vortex to some degree or another. And so we're just wanting to set your mind at ease, because sometimes you think that we're teaching selfishness, that we're teaching you, well, just get happy and take care of yourself and don't worry about anybody else. But that's not possible to say that, because you have already put them into your vortex, and their well-being is part of what you want. So this is what is so annoying about other people. You've put them into your vortex, and your inner being has adored them and uplifted them. And when you are in sync with your inner being, you are doing that too. But when they behave badly, and you give your attention to what you consider or perceive to be their bad behavior, then you're using their behavior as your excuse to deny your own vortex, your own creation. Seems like it's their fault, because if they'd just be different, they'd be perfect. They would just be different, they would be perfect. But they get to be however they be. And so when you come around to this, that everybody gets to choose, and everybody's in the path of becoming, and everybody has an inner being, and they've dovetailed with you for a significant reason. And friends, we'll try to break this to you gently. Not really, we're going to poke you in the eye with it. Once you've introduced someone to your vortex, your inner being's adoration of them makes it necessary for you to adore them too, or you will be miserable whenever they come to mind. How about that? So this is the bargain you all had with one another. Let's go, let's stir it up, let's mix it up, let's fall in love with each other, let's put each other in our vortices, let's put each other in the loving care of source energy, and then let's do our best to line up with that, so that that's how we live together. That's what your plan was, you see. And you can't deviate from it because you cannot get crossways of who you really are without feeling it. Your inner being is calling you as a cooperative component into all of that. Well, the most significant thing that we want to say to you is that no one is ever of very much help to someone when they do it out of obligation or responsibility. It's only split energy that is ever uncomfortable to you, and you have complete control over that. The only way you can be satisfied is if you have a desire and you're moving toward that desire. You cannot get crossways of who you really are without feeling it.